2015 Harley Davidson 883. A good buddy of mine just bought this bike. He just purchased this bike from San Diego Harley Davidson. This is his first bike. I'm just riding it home for him. So the Harley Davidson Sportsters have been around for a good minute. He's just gonna take a joy ride on his bike all the way to his house. Guess we gotta catch up with him first. So this bike does have a gear indicator, and they set it up to where the RPMs are digital. Of course, you know I'm a stickler for mirrors, so these mirrors do their job. If you're familiar with Harley Davidson, then you know that the 883 is in the Sportster with the 72 and the 48. And this one has the 883 instead of being a 1200cc. This bike is a 5-speed, so I'm at the top of what it can do right now as far as the gears. And this is a nice, comfortable bike to ride. Could be good for a first-time owner of a motorcycle. With the Sportsters, they have a lot of customization that you can customize. This is one of the first bikes that I actually ridden after getting my license, and one that I was interested in a whole lot. This one he got a pretty good deal on. It's a 2015, only has 800 miles on it. I like this bike because it's nice and small, very nimble, and for a first-time motorcyclist, it could be a great bike to learn on. And this is actually his birthday present, our early birthday present. What a great wife you have. That was a peg scraping. I've never done that before until today. It's not my bike, so I guess I better be a little more careful on it. I'm actually excited for him. I get the pleasure of being the first one to ride it for him. It's straight stock, no aftermarket parts or anything like that. Stock pipe, so it's got that stock sound to it. It's a beautiful Monday. What a great way to spend a lunch break. Going to get his bike for him. Now this bike has about 18 in the front and probably 17 in the rear, or 19 in the front, probably 17 in the rear. Got the RPM indicator right here in the front, and when I start to shift, it'll have the gauges. As far as the gear indicator. to the left of that, and then you got the speedometer. I think this bike has about a 3.3 gallon tank. And let's see how easy it is to find neutral. All right, we found neutral. You wanted me to rev the engine? So before I had my license, I had looked at a 2014 883 from this one guy that was selling one, and he was going to let me ride on it, but I was too afraid to ride on it because I didn't have any riding experience. This bike has mid controls. It's a nice bike to cruise around the city with. Just comparing it to San Diego here in the city. Great bike to cruise around in the city with, from point A to point B. You can get your lane splitting on if you so choose, and got a pretty good capacity as far as mileage versus the gallons that it's allowed for the tank. I think you could probably get maybe about 45 miles to the gallon on a 3.3 gallon tank. So you can get a little bit over 130 miles here. I know he wants to ride this bike. So this bike does have the key fob. So only time he needs to use the key is if he's going to lock the steering column. Other than that, he just have the key fob on his person. Press the start button and roll on. Making him jealous. It's his bike. Not mine. We're making him jealous by getting a cruise on it, and he don't. We walked him through the bike after the buying process. He purchased it on yesterday and took his picture for the dealership and everything for making the purchase. And today they did a walkthrough with the bike. Had to make sure everything was pretty straight. I've dealt with that dealership before with some test rides, and they seem to do a pretty good job. They have fight night there, and they have a lot of different events during the day. And I saw where they have a barber shop inside the dealership, as well as a tattoo parlor as well. Pretty crazy. And let's say thank him for trusting me to be the first one to ride his bike for him. You notice he didn't take me on the highway anywhere. He said not to joyride, but don't joyride too much. I like the fact that it has the gear indicator on there, because it's good to know what gear you're in. And digital RPM, which I never knew before. It does have self-canceling reflectors.